figure out and see what's going on. Padski, can you switch teams? Seems like you're on the wrong team.
Yep. Alright.
And waiting for Fadi's data again. His checks seems to be legit, but no telemetry is being transmitted. Even trying both protocols, this is just so weird. Unexpected.
Yep, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm ready, so.
Alright. Skyboss, you here?
I am always here, man.
We're not getting telemetry for Fadi. We've been contemplating whether to disqualify him from this match or not. Padski says he's willing to continue the match irregardless of the data, so we're gonna go. IPs are matching after a check.
Second round started.
Seems like it. And here we go, round number 2. Sorry for the delay, we're still not getting telemetry from Fadi. We don't know why, but we're continuing the match. And Padski seems to be an advantage here, putting some shots into Fadi. Fadi is going to be... Oh, looks like Fadi's in trouble. If it's really him, I don't really know. It's so fucking weird, man. This is probably the weirdest thing we've ever had. He can log in but not send telemetry data, but it's the same protocol. So, I don't know what to think of it. Padski decided he continues the fight. So the fight continues. And we see more shots by Padski into Fadi, chasing him around.
Yeah, I think we could see a disable in the next few seconds.
We should be able to see disable. Yeah, and
disable here and
there's
kill by
a kill.
Padski.
Exactly, there's a kill here. And this is 1-1.
Yeah, really clean flying by Padski here.
I can't update the scoreboard unless I need to. Then I need to change my plane. So I'll get.
No,
the,
you can
no,
escape,
actually, yeah. Wait, I'll do it. Hang on, I found a way.
Hit escape.
Yep. True. Okay, there we go.
Damn noobs.
I think the lags are caused by all the viewers. I was streaming earlier today just to try it out, and it was fine with about 15 viewers, but oh well, there we go.
Alright.
Third round is starting.
Yep, starting up. Padski has muted himself. Muted the Skype so he cannot hear us commentating.
Both haven't popped ECM till now. Interesting.
No, none of them has popped ECM.
Let's see who goes first. Padski drops first.
Yep, and both of them are making nice horizontal turns.
Yeah.
Padski put some shots into Fadi, but both of them seems to be pretty even. Trying to cut into each other. Oh, and shots by Padski into Fadi. This is so weird, man. More shots by Padski into Fadi. But Fadi makes a nice scissor turn. Manages to gain some angles. Padski follow through. Seems to be even now.
Yeah, it looks pretty even.
Padski maintains his pressure. ECM by Padski makes a horizontal cut right up. And actually gets behind Fadi.
Yep.
And follows him right into the turn.
Fadi starts scissoring.
Aye. Starts, but Padski's speed. Look at that speed, man. 4 knots difference. This is so great to watch. But Fadi has got his own speed under control here. Wish we could have seen that.
Unfortunately, we can't.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome indeed. You see Padski flipped around, going down, going up again. Manages to maintain his advantage. And my buzz is completely killed by this shit, so I'm not drunk anymore.
So you should open the next bottle, I guess.
Somewhat hungover and hungry. That's what happenings now. Yeah, as you can see here.
Switch by Fadi. Looks like Fadi got some angles by this switch.
Yeah, gains the advantage. But he continues horizontal while Padski goes down and actually sees that, catches up behind him. Fadi goes down, Padski will see that, and Padski's putting some shots, and Fadi's in deep trouble here.
No smoke out yet.
Great move by Padski, securing that horizontal turn, following up fadi-mat, and Fadi is now... Ooh, more shots by Padski. Switch here. Padski maintains his advantage, and it is sold by Padski from the start.
Awesome flying, man.
Awesome flying, and here's the second kill by Padski. That's 2-1, and we're gonna continue with this match here. Padski secures the second point.
I think we don't really see an overtime here, I guess.
You never know how it's gonna end up. Fadi makes his way to the plane. It's the tree.
First the tree.
Crashes and manages to bail out of it.
The lumberjack.
Yeah, that's wanted for you. And Fadi manages to get in the jet, takes off, and we're gonna see the start of round number 4. 2-1 for Padski after a slow start here with a bit of technical problems. We apologize for extending this. Ooh, and a horizontal start by Fadi. Padski reads that right from the get-go and gets the angles. And Fadi is in trouble now. Padski is right behind him. And the switch by Fadi. Padski follows right through. We're going to see some shots pretty soon. And another switch by Fadi.
We need some Dylans, man.
Yeah, we have not seen Dylans much today, except from an untouchable pull.
Yeah, I knew he would do that. Shots by Padski.
Shots by Padski. Fadi is smoking. That hit probably 20 to 30%. My guess is. But yeah, tight
switch by Padski. Let's see.
By
Fadi.
And Padski follows right through.
Padski sees it.
Yep. What is going on here?
Fadi's cutting pretty good right now.
Yeah, Fadi's cutting amazingly. Manages to even out the angles here. Padski is one of a kind. Goes down, and it seems like Fadi is in a slight advantage here. Surprisingly, Padski needs to step it up. The angles are even. None of them have a pretty good shot, or at all. But ooh, Padski makes a turn. Fadi follows right through. And it seems like Fadi is in the advantage. But Padski closes the distance so fast, and look at those cuts. Right into Fadi's path. I do not know who's in the lead now. Can you tell?
I think it's pretty even. Maybe a slight advantage for fadi-mat.
Yeah, a slight advantage.
But really not a big advantage. I think...
and a switch by Padski.
Yeah, again.
Fadi sees that, but too late, and he loses.
He did that before. The switch is pretty effective, man.
Yeah, ooh, and shots by Padski into Fadi, and Fadi is losing their position. Padski turns around and actually gets the advantage, and we're gonna see some shots by Padski. Padski is putting some shots into Fadi. Fadi is smoking, makes a switch down. Padski follows and he hits him and disables him with hitting him.
Awesome, man.
Padski takes 50% damage, but manages to secure the kill. This is 3-1 for Padski, and a possible match.
Awesome.
Hitting Fadi. Good tactic, if you ask me. And a possible match point here. Whoa. What a match. Who are you typing to?
Here, check the chat, man. Fadi thinks the ram was not really fair.
this is not about fair or not.
It is fair in my opinion, since Padski lost 50% as well, and
Yep.
it wasn't intended. So
And a match point. A possible match point for Padski here. Fadi is taking off. We're gonna see the beginning of round number 5, and here they go. Padski goes horizontal turn. Fadi follows with his horizontals, and a great safe start by both pilots. Fadi was the first to go up. Padski sees that ECM smoke coming out of Fadi, and as well from Padski, and ooh, it seems even now. And Padski is cutting out Fadi like a boss, and Padski is in the advantage here. Right behind Fadi now. Fadi makes trying to make a cutting here, but not quite successful again against Padski. And we're gonna see a long chase here until Padski manages to get his angles for a shot on Fadi. And here we go, a switch by Fadi. If Padski will see this, this is gonna be the end of Fadi. And Padski sees this, and this is the beginning of the end for Fadi. And here we go, some shots here, and probably possible.
Oh, he flipped it around.
Around by fadi-mat.
I think Padski had some problems because of the altitude. I think he couldn't really switch into him.
Really switch into him. Great catch by nice catch, Skyboss. He had no options, but he turns it around instantly, following fadi-mat around, and now Padski is in the advantage again. Fadi is smoking pretty bad, while Padski is cutting into his corners, and again, this is the beginning of the end from fadi-mat, because and shots by Padski into Fadi. Fadi's taking some damage, makes a switch. Padski follows through instantly.
He's following like a boss, man, really.
Yeah, it's Padski for you. Once he's on,
he's cutting the schnitzel really hard.
He's cutting the schnitzel. Fucking hard,
Check,
man.
Fadi's in deep trouble right now.
Need to adopt that line right there, cutting the schnitzel, and he is cutting the schnitzel. And we're gonna see some shots by Padski right here. This turn, maybe the next one. Yeah, here it is. Shots by Padski. A switch by Fadi. Padski will follow through, sees that, cuts right into it, and ooh, a scissor.
I see so many opinions right now for Dylan, man. So many chances.
I agree with you, but Fadi is not a Dylan type of guy, and as you can see from the telemetry data, Padski's hitting the 320, 321s. Speed failing here. A little bit, and a switch by Fadi.
I think Padski will use this.
Padski will use this and
shots
put shots, yeah. And Fadi is shuffling the cards every 2-3 turns, but Padski is following him pretty good. And Fadi knows that if he loses this match, this is the final point, and he will lose 3 points if he's not making anything out of it. He managed to secure a kill on the first round. We had to stop the fight for the telemetry data. We cannot resolve the issues. And here's the switch.
Padski saw that pretty early, man.
Now,
that must be the disable.
Yeah, Fadi is probably history now. Those shots by Padski are insane, and we're gonna see.
Starts the scissoring.
And a few shots here. Man, a couple of loops. If Fadi doesn't do anything, he will die. And Padski is closing in fast. In those scissors too. And here's the shots. We should see some shots here. Ooh, but actually, Fadi makes.
I think Fadi has pretty awesome speed right now.
Yep, we cannot see it, but shots by Padski. Padski puts some more shots.
Now it's getting tighter. Switching up.
Making his way here, a horizontal left, followed by a dip of the nose down. And
here it comes.
Yep.
No, not yet.
Well, most likely, yeah. Oh, not yet.
Fadi's saving his edge really good here.
Yeah, and more shots by Padski. Wow, man,
he tries to get some space so he can regenerate his health there.
Yep. Cannot see that, of course.
He can't lose this round right now. He needs that point to stay in the game.
He needs this point very bad. But Padski is not letting go of his position, and Fadi does not manage to flip it around, no matter how hard he tries. And here you go, Padski cutting, Fadi cutting, like you said, the schnitzel. Left, right, and down, making a nice little squares that you can just throw into your mouth and eat and enjoy the great taste that Weiner schnitzel. But again, Fadi evens out the angles, man.
Yeah, it's pretty even right now again.
And I do not know how that will end. Fadi actually manages to get more angles over Padski, while Padski is cutting everything here, even to the max. They are both so close so close in terms of position and angles that there is no clear advantage. I truly
I
think
can't see who's chasing who not right now.
I think Padski is chasing Fadi, and yeah, it
Now you
becomes
can see it. Now it's obvious.
Yep. Padski cuts Fadi's horizontal and gets into his turn, but not manages to gain the last angles for a shot. I bet you Padski can see Fadi in the cockpit, but not angles for a fight. And a switch by Fadi that actually works. Padski sees it a slightly bit too late, and evens out the matches again. And some scissor action by Fadi, followed closely by Padski. And I do not know who's in the. This is weird. Even from the start. And now Padski gains the advantage here. Slightly, his speed is so good. I cannot commentate on Fadi's speed because I cannot see it. But I can see Padski's speed, and look at that, man. Look at that. 7-8 knots difference. Slightly dipping below 305. But not dipping below 300. Perfect speed control. Very high.
I think it's not changing so much if you're on like 304, 305.
Oh yeah, it depends your enemy speed at that
Yeah, if your enemy is a speed monster, it will show you after a few rounds that you have to do something else. But I think Fadi's not really a speed monster. I think they're pretty even with the speed. So
Padski is a speed monster, whether you like it or not. He's one of the best. He flies by G-forces and not by his speed, and he managed to get accustomed to that by practicing a lot, doing it pretty much like me. I do not fly by speed, but by G's, and that.
Fly by fucking G's?
Oh yeah, dude, I fly the fucking G's.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's the best way, man. Because if you fly the G's, your speed becomes irrelevant, and you know exactly how and when to keep your G's at maximum.
How you fly the G's? You see the G's or what?
Yeah, in the cockpit.
What the fuck? Yeah, in the cockpit, but I mean, if you fly third person?
But you don't see the speed in third person either. And here's some shots by Padski making Fadi smoke. It's just a matter of habit, man. And if you practice that, you will be just like Padski here. And ooh, a switch by Fadi going up. Padski sees that.
Black smoke.
Right against the and here's a swift kill by Padski. And there is the end of the match. Padski takes this 4-1. Fadi loses this match. And what a brilliant kill by Padski. This will be it.
Ah, bop, bop, bop.